so I'm pretty
Okay.
happy.
We're officially live, so now we just need to bug test until we can hear zombie.
Okay. I thought Crusader wasn't here yet.
Crusader's not here yet, but he'll be here in like 5 minutes, I think. Either way, it was time to hit the live button so that people know we're in the process of starting up. I'm just gonna set it to where is it? Starting soon. There we go.
I feel like we need like
Yes, speak your mind. Speak your truth.
like an intro. I feel like we need an intro of some kind. Like if this is going to be like a serial thing as it is, I don't know.
We don't have that level of animatory skill.
No, not.
It just
not
means
like
like
that.
everyone talking.
Like a hello and welcome kind of thing. You know. I don't know.
I mean, I can speak like we're starting a cinema each time. Hello, and welcome to a world of dreams.
Raylith wrote a summary for last time.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have Raylith announce that every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That was just because nobody was privy to session 0.
But I can do some sort of brief, thing where I sound all dramatic and stuff, and then we can have somebody give a recap.
Can you do the FE10 narrator guy voice?
Every what?
The FE10 narrator.
Bro, the FE10 narrator is honestly, that guy's honestly kind of peak. I love that guy. He's so funny.
The FE10 narrator. Oh, fire him! I thought you said FF10, and I was thinking Titus. That's just Titus.
No, the narrator from Radiant Dawn, bro. That guy is so funny. Honestly, Radiant Dawn's like story and cutscenes and stuff. All the cutscenes from Radiant Dawn are also actually kind of peak. I don't know why, but they're like so
I'm gonna say hello to chat while we wait to figure these things out. Is everybody cool if I hop into a different voice channel and y'all can ping me when everybody's here and ready?
Sure. It's probably because of the interesting maneuvers.
Of course. Interesting maneuver. Alright, I'll be back. Hey chat! We're handling some technical difficulties and waiting for one last person to show up. The continued adventures of Skern Abbott and the Wizard Guy. His name's Lois McCallus. Who upgaling their shades? That is a new one, Cannon Beetle. Or did we decide that it's just DCB now? Either way. Should not be too long before we actually get started here. But who's excited? Who's excited for us to actually play? It's been a whole week. Can you believe that? It's almost like a regular D&D session that's scheduled or something. Isn't that crazy? I'm hyped. Love to hear it, 60. Glad to see somebody's as passionate as I am about Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder. Mostly Pathfinder. What this, Choboy? This is a Pathfinder live stream. So it's basically Pathfinder. It plays a lot like D&D, and we are going to go crazy with it. You'll get to hear more about that in a little bit if that interests you, Choboy. Right now, I'm just waiting for some of the other party members to sort some things out, and then I'll hop back into the voice channel with them, and we'll get this ball rolling. I am excited to see future meme potential for Loisk. Oh yeah, I can imagine that there's going to be a lot of Loisk memes. My IRL D&D DM got Pathfinder stuff on discount, so we'll try that sometime soon. Was it first edition stuff or second edition stuff? Or do you know, 60? As long as we get more Skern Abbott action, I am content. You mean more soup? What's up, guys? I'm going to put crazy ideas, take all of them. my crazy idea for you, Cuisine, is that you should just find the nearest ice dispenser, like on a fridge or something, and get 5 glasses full of pure ice, and then you should set them outside of people's doors. Tui, I think, what's the difference? So, 2nd edition Pathfinder plays very differently from 1st edition 60. It, okay, oh, everybody's here, sweet. It plays like, 5e. Hello, guys, I've returned.
RJ did in fact do it.
We got it?
Okay.
It's all fixed?
So we're saying, first order of business is to sing to Raylith, right?
We're doing what now?
Wasn't the first order of business to sing to Raylith? I thought that
That's
was
true.
Like,
that's true.
Guys,
chat.
Doing that.
Chat.
Yeah.
We have a birthday for one of our players tonight, so we're gonna sing happy birthday, and I would encourage you in chat to type along with us as we do so. Everybody ready? I'm gonna give you a countdown of 5 seconds, then we're all gonna start. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ellen. Happy birthday to
you. Best happy birthday ever. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Did that hurt you? Because it hurt all of us.
Oh, that was a beautiful amalgamation of words.
Everybody try to say something at the same time. Let's pick a word. What are we saying?
Munch.
Munch. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Munch.
Munch.
Well, there is some beautiful delay going on here.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
That was great.
Chat, you did a great job playing along as well. Thank you for those of you at home.
Okay, I'm going to Fox Hill.
All right, so
they did. So
hold on. We have not begun yet. I'm putting you back in timeout costume.
What the heck?
All right.
I was already over there.
So, go. No, Dahlia, no. Behave. All right.
Apparently, we're supposed to stand here while the cosmic voice.
It's the birthday.
The cosmic voice.
Celebration.
The cosmic voice still has to do the inner world where introductions happen, and then we have to do a recap and stuff. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? We have to explain that.
Yeah, all right. Late. You gotta do recap.
Last time on Soup Table Z.
Crusader has to do the recap. Yeah, that makes sense to me. But first, hello everyone. Welcome into tonight's session. Just as a reminder, what we do here, this is a Pathfinder campaign. It's a lot like D&D, specifically 3.5, if you're familiar with that, because this is Pathfinder 1st edition. We are currently delving into some dreams. That's sort of a unique mechanic of this campaign, at least starting out. The players will be having the ability to explore the dream plane, and some interesting things can happen as a result of that. But one of the most interesting things is that you guys at home, you can all assist the players by hitting !dream assist. That'll explain how you can do it. But your donations, quite literally, can help the players, granting them either a hero point or a random dream power that I will roll for on a D20 table. So, with that being said, let's get right in to tonight's recap of last session. Take it away.
Okay. Full disclosure, I do not remember the mayor and the wizard's names, so...
that was going to be Skern and Loisk.
Oh, Skern and Loisk. I'll probably forget them by the time I get around to it, but thank you. So, last time on... I guess the campaign's called Dream Divers. Last time on Dream Divers, our noble, theoretically, heroes entered the town of Fox Hill, populated only by adults. There's no children whatsoever here for some reason.
Technically, there's one.
There are?
There's one
Okay, whatever.
child.
To discover what had happened, to discover basically the process, to investigate the murder. That's what we were doing. After inquiring after the mayor, who went to go make some soup, the party added a new member to their roster, Colt Irons, the former brigand and expert marksman. After talking with several others, including an innkeeper and a god named Lily Bramblebush, the mayor emerged with his stew, having made too much of it. But the soup, it was wonderful. Truly wonderful. The most wonderful soup ever made, perhaps ever. And he left flabbergasted that he had done so well. After this, the party hit up the local wizard, Loisk, a somewhat enigmatic man, and a dream wizard to boot. The theory the theory that he has is that the last memories, the last dreams of the man who was murdered may appear as an actual place in the dreamscape. And so after enacting ritual to send the party into the dreamscape, they have arrived there, and now prepare to set off and delve into the dream.
And here we are, in a dream.
Very beautifully done recap.
All right.
No, it wasn't. It was okay.
It was great.
That was lovely.
I think you should get inspiration for that.
I would give that at least a 3 out of 10.
Hang on. Cuisine gave me
I think it's a 5, but
Cuisine's giving me a recap about his dream real quick. I would like to read this out to all of chat here, just for fun.
5 is better than 3 for those.
I woke up and went to my bathroom to find several flight attendants in there. It cuts to me and my friends playing D&D in my bathroom. Then I took a dump after I flushed as zombie apocalypse started. The end.
most sensical D&D one-shot.
Hell yeah.
Really?
All right. Well, thank you for the recap. As you guys can see on stream, we are currently in Dreamland. Whee! Specifically, they are in some sort of centralized dream plane based on the memories of the deceased. And the party was just about to try to head to Fox Hill based on that. So,
we are hoping that it doesn't send us back to the Fox Hill we know, but to the Fox Hill that the guy was dreaming about, or / his memories of Fox Hill, since bro's dead.
So, as you all begin to climb upwards, you find yourselves pushed back down by an unseen force to the central square. And I would ask that everyone begin this session by making a perception check.
I love those.
Can I take a 10? Is that allowed?
Not on this one.
Okay.
I think
Great
I might
start,
need to open
Dahlia.
a sheet.
That would help, Vico.
Come on, man.
5, 6,
4.
wow, rolls a 3 and gets a 19. Most normal perception modifier.
Elves
Max
be like,
perception,
man.
I'm sorry.
Not 20.
Elves, when they see things.
Not to brag.
Yeah, I mean, get outclassed,
Hey.
elven nerd.
Okay, I got a natural 20 on the soup. That's all that matters.
Technically, it's even better. 3 people rolled better than the plus 16, with like the highest of those being a plus 7, which isn't even half of it. That's crazy.
It's depressing. I'll have more.
Yeah.
There will be more chances.
Well, no, I mean, probability
All
be
right.
like that.
So, I'm gonna say 1, 2. The 3 of you who got over 20, you see
The 4.
There were 4?
No.
Oh, no,
There's
no,
just
it's 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, at first, after sort of rubbing your heads a bit, realizing the force of that was not exactly pleasant, looking back in the direction of where you were pressed from, you see a thin, almost black mist. It seems it's borderline imperceptible, were it not seeming to be forming into a more centralized location as you approached it. You watch for a little while, and as this mist begins to form more and more together, it takes on an almost humanoid shape. In a set of 3, this mist stands before you on the path to Foxhill. 3 mist-like bodies. You may now do what you will.
Is there anything to differentiate the mist-like bodies?
No, they seem pretty much identical. Again, they're all made of mist, so there isn't anything that's really at least perceivable that you can tell the difference in them from.
Vigo's is just gonna. Do they react if I take a step forward towards them?
As you take your step forward, the mist creatures do not yet seem to react to you.
What is it?
Greetings.
Do you see
Hello.
something?
They do not respond.
Who are you speaking to?
I miss people.
The mist
Oh.
people.
That's the most ridiculous. No, it's not quite actually, but it's still a ridiculous proposition. You mean to tell me that they're mist people that we can't even see?
Of course, that'd be ridiculous.
I'd like
Our
to
element, I can
remind
see
you that you're
basically
in a
anything.
dream.
You guys can't see them?
No, we can't.
It's too bright in this blasted dreamscape.
How bright is it here?
It's like regular level of brightness. It's nothing too crazy, though there are...
Wait, some of us can't see them, correct?
Correct. Only 3 of you can see them. Vico, and then Arzoth and Colt. Those 3 can see. So the other half
Okay.
have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
So I'm going to
All
ask
right.
Lois, why did we get pushed back from this place?
Oh, you don't see the fucking mist people? Well, if half of you see it
Don't
and
tell me
half of
they're
you don't,
actually
that
there.
complicates things. Because that means you could be going insane, but then the force of that would mean that that's like a thing. There is a thing there, but not necessarily being dream people. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just kind of here to help. But I can only really, kind of.
Let's just
Okay.
try going forward again, see what happens.
Oh, all right. We got pushed back last time. I can't imagine that it'll go any better
I
this time.
know, but like
Be
it
my
could
guess.
happen. It could not happen again. Nothing makes sense
Sure.
here.
Well, all right.
All right. I am
That's
going
true.
to.
Things do change pretty much instantaneously in
Okay.
dreams. You're not wrong about that.
So, after you step up a little bit further than where Vico is, Meredith, you hear the sound of something being unsheathed. Vico, Arazoth, and Colt, you see it's a bit hard to make out entirely because, again, it's sort of like half there, half not in this mist. But they seem to be now each holding what looks to be some sort of misty weaponry.
How far away are they?
Probably bladed because it doesn't look like it's any sort of other shape that it could really be. How far away are they? You can measure it.
Quick question. Can I hear
measure
the...
what I can't see.
45 feet?
I'd like to be
Quick
able to
question.
see.
I heard them, correct?
You heard them. Yeah.
Okay. Having
I want
heard
to-
them, I now might have reason to believe there might actually be something there. May I make
wanna
a second
walk up
perception
now
check?
that I believe that a weapon has been drawn. I would like to come up and pull Meredith behind me.
I'm also. Colt is also going to aim his musket at the center one, seeing as
Okay.
they're pulling out weapons now.
Okay.
Everyone,
Okay, quick
let's,
question.
let's stay
Well,
calm.
everybody one at a time.
Having heard them, may I make a second perception check? Now that there might
Yes,
actually be
I'll
something there.
allow
Okay.
that.
I'm also going to prep a shot to shoot at the
Alright.
at the middle one.
Not roll a
if they do anything
29.
that I don't like.
So
But
you're
you-
prepping a shot. Alright.
Okay, that's slightly higher.
Yeah, you now see them with much greater clarity. It is, I will describe it now. It's still very misty, but something that the others couldn't quite make out that you now seem to be able to is that this isn't just mist. There's almost figures behind it, and they appear to be armored figures, each wielding a longsword.
Alright.
And their movements are slow, methodical almost, as if they're strictly responding on impulse. And as you step back, they sheathe their swords again.
Okay, Costu is going to look over at the other. You said there were signs, right?
Yes, there are different signs in each location. But they all show up as basically these giant glowing neons.
So I'm going to look at this thing that says to Dream City. It looks like there's some gaps along the passage. Are they like simple enough to kind of jump, or would they require checks to get
You
over?
could even just
or...
walk from one to the other. Once you touch the
Okay.
first one, you realize that despite them being essentially floating planks of wood, they are balanced in forming their own sort of weird bridge.
Okay. I'm going to call to the others and say, that way seems blocked off. That doesn't mean that it's the wrong way to go, per se, but let's see if maybe there are other ways to get to where we want to go, to maybe find out the same information. It seems likely that it would be found in Foxhill, but Dream City seems like another potential place.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
So I'm going to kind of start, well, I guess I'll wait to see if anybody's going to join me first.
I think I will also join you.
So,
Okay.
Thalia has no idea that any of this is going on. She just sees everybody getting all skittish, and she's like,
Confused.
"Well, don't be ridiculous."
Well, weren't you also forced down? That's the only thing that Costu is going on, is that he was
Yeah.
forced down. But
You're
No,
saying
there.
you're saying that there are people here. Are you sure that it wasn't just a trick of the terrain? You know, we're in a dream realm thing.
Lois said that
Just
they're
because
there.
something
so I
is a
believe
trick of the
him.
brain in this place doesn't necessarily mean they're not there.
This entire plane is a dream plane. If you think about it, just about anything is possible here, so...
I'm gonna
Technically,
okay.
also nothing at all is possible here.
I guess.
Yes, but
If
that's harder to think about.
If this is a dream, then everything should be relatively insubstantial. And with that, she kind of takes 2 steps forward.
All right.
pretty confidently.
You take 2 steps forward, and go ahead and move your token if you would.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, as you take those 2 steps forward, nothing changes.
Okay.
Costa's going to
Alright.
observe as
Ridiculous
Talia does her
superstitions.
thing.
I
Arazoth
think
I'm gonna grab Thalia.
yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say Arazoth will physically stop you if you walk any farther forward.
Vico, make a grapple check.
don't touch me.
What do I roll for that?
You add your
Combat
CMB
maneuver.
to a D20 roll, and if it's
Yeah.
higher than Thalia's CMD, then you will both gain the grappled condition.
Lovely.
It's not.
Uh,
It's fine.
You attempt to grab Thalia.
What are you
just-
doing? You absolutely ridiculous man. I'm telling you, there's nothing to be afraid of. Hello? Ooh, spooky, scary things.
Can I
Because she's
try
gonna
since you
shrug
failed?
and turn.
I'm afraid that Dahlia seems to. Well, you may. I'm gonna
'Cause
move
I
you
would have
back.
stopped her from walking any
Yeah,
farther
I'm
forward.
gonna allow Arzoth the attempt here because you did say earlier, yes, that you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
attempt that.
Will that also
Can't
be
you?
a
Couldn't you
combat
interpose so
maneuver?
that she would be forced to overrun you if she wanted to?
I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Probably not.
I think it'll be enough. I'm gonna
What's your CMD?
Against your CMD.
Yeah, that's enough.
Oh wow,
Alright then.
that's a bit
Somebody's
sad.
getting grappled in combat attacks.
All right.
Combat encounters.
As
grapple me,
Vico
too.
and Arzoth try to grab a hold of you, Thalia, to stop you
That would
from
not
progressing
grapple me.
further. Vico, you are unable to really get a hand on Thalia, who starts immediately being like, "Don't you touch me!" And then Arzoth, of course, while this is happening, you just interpose between Thalia and the other guards, sort of just body pressing her, so
You
that she can't move forward.
absolutely ridiculous man. And she switches to Dwarven and as I hope you fall into the abyss.
If you cause a fight for us, I'll feed you to them.
Colt Iron is gonna audibly laugh at that.
Alright, well, Costu sees the situation is under control and starts walking along the planks towards Dream City.
Okay.
Curious to see if he'll be pushed back from there as well.
Hold on. Thalia, if I may.
Can you tell this lout to unhand me?
Yes, but I want you to listen to me first. 4 of us, the 3 of them and myself, can see 3 imperceptible, 3 perhaps illusory, perhaps very real figures blocking our path. Dream or no, they could
Assume we
they could
all felt
almost.
them us get pushed, so.
Well, we don't
We-
know if they pushed us.
We felt something
were
that
pushed.
pushed us. You are saying that you see them. Just because
Yeah.
2 events follow each other doesn't
No,
mean
but it's difficult to take chances in the situation we're in.
I
Well-
agree with Thalia in this case. However, there is something else. The 4 of us also saw them draw their blades when I drew near, and when I backed away, they stowed them.
well,
They
would
do seem. They seem to be threatening, but there is nothing threatening about the path to, say, Dream City. Why not try going
Exactly.
there first?
Because if there were something worth seeing there, it would be guarded, yes?
How do we know
Not
that?
That's actually a very good point.
If you have something that you need to keep safe, you don't abandon it and just let anyone wander forth. You put a guard on it. You lock the door. If there are ridiculous mist people, well then this is a lock on the door. And what do we do to locks on doors in places where we need to go? We
To be
blow
fair,
them up.
We don't know if the
actually,
dream
we
plane is
unlock them.
actually trying to hide the specific answer we're looking for from us. It could be hiding anything.
At this point,
We don't
Loisk
know if it's,
chimes in. You all have valid points here, but I would like to point out that these usually represent traumatic memories of some sort. So, it's more likely that you're going to find something of substance behind something that's guarded, as opposed to something that's not. Which isn't to say that you shouldn't explore Dream City. I'm sure that you might be able to find some wonderful supplies there, or things for my personal study. But in terms of actually getting information for the case, you may want
Well,
to go to
If we're
Fox Hill.
going to fight them, we all need to be on the same page before one of us just barges ahead.
Can I
In addition,
attempt
I would
to
recommend that the one who approaches them be someone who can actually see. Vico, if you could release Thalia now.
Oh, Vico's not the one
Sorry,
holding her.
Vico's not.
Arzov,
It's
sorry,
Arzov.
whoever's-
I'll let go
I'm
of
not doing
Thalia.
anything.
At Loisk's suggestion, Kostu returns from Dream City and from the threshold of Dream City and waits to see what the rest of the party is.
You do also
thinking
hear
of
Lloyd
going
say,
to.
"But please check out Dream City later. That place is it's so different on every single dreamscape, but oh man, they have the best cakes."
Hey, 1 second. Loisk,
Cakes.
Hmm?
can you just shut up for a minute?
Okay.
Thank you.
Even I know that that's not very. Not
He
very
was finally
scientific.
starting to make some sense, and you get him to be silent?
I want him to be silent while we sort out us making sense.
Well, I think it's very obvious. We go forward. We charge forth. We confront whatever this is. We find our evidence. We get paid. We go home.
Can you see them, Thalia?
No, but I trust your judgment on that part.
Very well. I'd rather someone who could see them approach first. They'd be more able to respond to their attacks that way.
I guess I will approach them.
Okay.
Go for it, Mr.
So-
Manhandler.
So we are going to approach these, correct?
If everybody is in agreement that we are going to march forward towards these guys and possibly enter a fight, then yes.
Very well.
So be it.
All right.
All right, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Just gonna preemptively do this.
Oh no! What could this mean?
Love that.
What is there? These guys
know
have
what that could
these guys
be.
have weapons, and they're gonna try to fight us. Crazy.
All right. Now go
Who would have
ahead
thought that the
and
things with weapons would try to attack you?
go ahead and step
Wild.
forward, Arzov.
Gonna go ahead and draw my weapon here.
All right, you draw your weapon.
I will too draw my weapon.
I will
Okay.
step forth.
Everyone draws
I'll
their
draw my
weapon.
weapon.
I'm gonna, as a
Sounds
general
cool.
rule, assume everybody's holding their weapons.
Yeah. Thalia is actually yeah, she kind of
Holding
she
her book.
closes her book and sighs.
Okay. Arazoth, you hear the shing of weapons being drawn again as you take that first step forward.
I say I would suggest talking to them, but it doesn't seem like they're capable of saying anything, as they likely would have told us to back away before if they were capable of doing so.
Nope, I think this is going to be a wordless fight.
As they
Probably
to-
so.
to quote one of my old mentors, force is the universal language.
All right, Arzoth, as soon as you step there, the creatures suddenly appear in front of everyone's eyes, the mist-like quality instantly disappearing in the blink of an eye. As now, standing before you are 3 sets of what at first appear to be ordinary suits of armor, but their movements indicating otherwise. Slow, lumbering, but methodical, their swords drawn. It is time for everyone to roll for initiative.
Munch, munch.
Bro. That
Oof.
plus 8 mod. Oh,
I'm not ready.
the plus 8 modifier does me a lot of good when I. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, that's a 6. Let me slash roll 6.
It's 1d20 plus. It would be one.
But I already rolled and I got a 2. I was adding my familiar's modifier, but my familiar's not here. Unless My familiar is within 1 mile of me, but on a different plane of existence. So I assume they're not here.
They are
right?
not here. That is correct.
Okay.
Dungeon mommy. I
No,
do
I'm
have a
gonna
question.
need you to stop right now.
Okay, Master. Would you like me to roll for the eagle, or you want to do
swear
it
to
yourself?
God.
That's
You
worse.
can roll for the eagle. That's fine. Oh, this is gonna keep me up at night.
I do want to point out, Chad voted on Dungeon Mommy.
I
and
hate
do
that we
think-
voted at all. Why did we have to vote? Why couldn't we just go with Dungeon Master?
Can we just say that we have a GM and just move on?
Jesus Christ.
Game mommy.
No!
Or better yet, Joe mommy.
Okay, all right. Let's. Okay, we've rolled initiative. Can we assign who? How do you assign your initiative?
You go to the turn order tab.
Okay.
And then scroll to where you are, and when you hover over it should show that you when you hover over the number
Wow.
specifically, it should show that you can
Goodness,
replace
these
it.
guys are speedy.
They rolled well. Notice
Yeah,
one of
I
them rolled a
really
7.
bad. I wasn't ready, guys.
Clearly, you approached them knowing that they were gonna
I was
attack
not
you,
ready
and you
at all.
still were not able to respond.
Obviously. I
When
tripped or
both
something,
parties are
okay?
prepared, this sometimes happens.
Yep.
I like to think that you step forward and, like, instinctively, as soon as you do it, in the blink of an eye, one of them comes to reality and
right.
starts stabbing at you.
Yeah, basically.
You just flinch as you were like, "Oh, you weren't expecting that." I guess. All right, my time to shine.
Dude,
Okay, let me
even
look at
chat is traumatized about you guys calling me Dungeon Mommy. DCB is over here using the Byleth trauma emote.
Legendary.
Clearly, it's actually just
Um,
trauma relating to you rejecting these advances.
Oh goodness! All right, well.
Zombie, you are simultaneously the worst and best hype man for stream.
Hey John, is my attack bonus somewhere on my character sheet, or do I need
It
to add
should
up all my
be-
bonuses somewhere?
It should be right next to your base attack bonus. But you need to manually put that in when you're making the character. So if you didn't put a number there, then it's not going to be there.
Okay. Well, then I will make sure that I add it up correctly.
Oh, chat is chatting.
Should be 3, 2, 1, I think. So I think I have an attack
Did
modifier.
we add the Eagles initiative? Or are we figuring that out?
I said 17.
Oh, okay.
Is the
So if
Eagle
you
an
go,
enemy
if you
companion?
scroll down to
Yeah.
it on the turn order, you can go ahead and
Oh, it is?
add it.
Normally eagles go on the same turn as their owner.
Animal?
companions.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
our
animal
general
companions
rule,
normally-
but I mean, I feel like. Would you rather do that? Would you rather have it be the same initiative as you, or would you rather roll independently? Because we have
I'll have
enough
it be the
people
same
now.
initiative as me.
Okay.
I'll have it be the same as me.
That's not going to be like a
Also-
hard and fast rule. We'll do that for this time, but we'll like discuss that for later and see what everyone wants to do. It's more of a convenience thing right now than anything else.
Okay. Also, I cannot change to initiative. I don't know if that's a problem, but
You should be able to change the initiative if you hover over your character or whatever the. Oh, I see the issue. I see the issue. So if I do controlled by.
First
Yeah.
initiative.
There you
ladies and
go. Now
gentlemen.
you click on the eagle. Like the actual eagle.
oh, the actual eagle. Okay.
See if you can move it around.
Yes, I can.
Okay. So you should be able to take care of that now then. But I already put the
No,
initiative
still
down.
Still not changing initiative, but we'll just
Odd.
do it.
Okay. In any case, we're beginning combat. Everybody pretend that you have battle music going on. Obviously, I'm not going to play anything because it's copyright. But
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna turn some on right now.
Stolen wins.
Just
we're
for
going
me.
to start with Arazoth. You were not expecting this mist to suddenly form into something substantial, and as it catches you off guard, the first of the armors, the one directly in front of you, is going to slash at you with its long sword.
Before that happens, I am going
You
to
did
take
have a
my
shot
held
prepped.
shot.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my held shot at the one that is going to slash.
Okay, go
Thank
for
you, prisoner.
it. Thank you, prisoner.
That's what I do. 21 hit touch.
21 hits touch. Go ahead and roll damage. 11 points of damage. As you take your shot, poof, you all hear a loud bang sound and a clank against the armor as there is now about half as much of what was previously seemingly perfectly intact plate armor. The front plate is just gone. However, the armor itself still seems to be rather substantially there, and in the front piece, because you can still see the back of the plate behind him. In place of the front one now, you see that same sort of thin mist from before. And with that, Arzoth, you're getting swung at. I'm gonna assume that hits.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay. You take 8 points of slashing damage. So as this phantom armor lowers its blade on you, you slightly caught off guard. You try to react in time to guard, but don't quite get your arm up in time to truly block it, and instead get a gash along your shoulder. Now for the next one. Oh, did I do that out of order? Oh well, they go one after the other anyway, so it's fine. All right, the other one's going to move up as well and
Is
take
that
another
5-foot
slash
step
at
or
you.
does entering provoke? Sorry, I'm trying to learn the rules to this game still.
That is technically a 5-foot step is any action that is only 5 feet of movement, but because it's moving into combat, it doesn't really
It
count
doesn't
as
provoke.
anything. Yeah, it doesn't provoke. You never provoke moving into combat. As
It's
far
when
as I'm
you
aware.
leave.
Yeah, it's only when you
Mhm.
leave.
But if he were to move up, he would be moving within Arzoth's threatened square, so he would take an opportunity attack, right?
Oh no, that only happens when somebody is leaving a threat range. So if he tries to leave
Oh.
Arzoth's threat range.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that. Okay. Interesting.
And with that, I'm going to assume that hits too.
Yeah.
And that is a crit threat from the long sword. So I'm going to roll again. Just a straight d20 roll. If it rolls over your AC, it's a crit. It does not.
No.
So, feeling good. You take another 10 points of slashing damage as these two suits of armor. The rest of you watch as Arzoth just immediately gets gashed in the shoulder from one slice, and then the other suit of armor moves up and slashes along his sideline.
Bro.
Thalia.
How's Arzoth looking?
I'm looking rough.
Okay.
Oh.
That's kind of what I figured.
Thalia, you are up.
Okay. So Thalia, very, very irritated by this recent development. Like she tisks impatiently, and what she's gonna walk up to Arzoth and she's going to cast very reluctantly Cure Light Wounds on him.
Oh dear, if you're light ones, bro's gonna be
Yeah.
dead in no time. Unless the spell's a lot stronger than I thought it was.
Okay, so she's gonna do that, and actually, she's gonna step here. That still works, yeah, because
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, for obvious reasons. And so she touches it. She lays her hands and mutters like a curse almost, and heals him for that much. Not
All right.
much. 4. Amazing.
Thank you.
You actually, Arzoth, you hear under your breath, "Fuck you, fucking dwarf, you piece of shit."
Yeah, that is accurate.
Why are you
Yes.
swearing in a language he can
Love
understand?
No, she's actually
Nice.
swearing in Undercommon at this point.
Okay, fair enough. Meredith, it is your bird's turn.
Okay then. Let's see. Believe it's got a 80-foot fly speed. That's fun. All right, so we're gonna
Caw, motherfucker.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I should have a bit left. We're gonna try to flank this guy. And the eagle has more than one attack.
Okay.
I believe it. Wait,
So
no, it should only be able to make one because that's a full round action, correct?
Yeah.
that is correct.
Okay, so
Attacking
instead,
is standard.
is it a +2 bonus for flanking?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Unless you have
so
outflank.
the eagle's going to go in with its beak and attempt to peck at this man. Does 16
Unfortunately,
hit?
a 16 bounces off the armor. So tunk.
Sad.
Yeah,
sad.
the eagle gets the hit in. It doesn't dodge it, but it's pecking on metal. All right, Colt, you're up again.
Colt Irons, seeing the situation start to unfold, is gonna hastily grab a paper cartridge out of one of his pouches, and then he's gonna reload his musket before taking another shot at the same suit of armor that he shot at before.
Any famed battle lines for us today, Colt Irons?
Colt Irons hasn't developed enough as a hero. He doesn't have any one-liners.
We don't have anything like Tally Ho, perhaps, or the British are coming.
Colt Irons prefers to let his gun do the talking, apparently.
That's right.
All right. You all hear another loud pop as Colt Irons fires his second shot, which, thank goodness, it's against touch AC.
Which one did I hit again? It was this one.
It was the one in the center. It was actually the one next to that. Not this one, but the one directly in front of Arzoth.
I was shooting at the one that took the slash.
Oh,
first
right.
attack.
Technically, that was this one. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right, because I reordered things. Yep. So it is that one. Which means you're shooting through Kostu, Thalia, and Arzoth to get to it.
Just a good shot.
All right. Tink! Watches more falls off. The mist is now missing an entire, arm's length of armor that has fallen and disappeared into the mist. The rest of the armor still moving, but it's basically just a bottom half helm and one arm's worth of armor holding it together now. Vico, you're up.
So the eagle would be occupying a space in the air, right?
Yes, you could go below the eagle if you wanted.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna try and shank this guy.
All right, you
Do
move
get a-
up into shanking position.
You do get a +2 bonus because you are flanking.
Okay, I do get a +2 bonus. And my
Shank him.
base attack bonus
Stab him!
is
Stab him!
Shank him so hard.
it's 1, or I think it might just be 1.
Real good stabby.
Chat,
here,
remember
attack-
that your
attack
donations
bonus
can
plus
make
4.
the Chat, remember that your donations can make the difference between the party surviving this or dying. By the way, I probably should have mentioned
Oh,
this
we fine.
earlier. Arzoth,
What?
you have a hero point today because it's your birthday, dude.
Oh shit!
Yo!
I don't even know what I can do with that.
You're gonna have to look that up.
Fuck.
I totally forgot to mention that, but people do know. I believe I was discussing this with Tree beforehand. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Tree or was it
You got
John?
a 15?
But I discussed this with someone, so I am staying true to my word.
Vico, you roll a 15 on your attack roll.
15. That is unfortunately still a miss. So you pank off the armor on the back of it.
These guys are tough to hit, apparently.
And it is now Meredith's turn.
Okay, so I don't think any spaces are open for me to continue flanking something with. So instead, I'll just.
I could continue moving after my attack, right?
I mean, you could, but you'd move an
You
attack opportunity.
actually you cannot unless you have a
Oh.
feat for it.
Yeah.
You can't?
No.
Not without a
it's-
feat.
So you
It's the
take your
end of
move. You take
turn.
move actions and attack actions are.
The only thing
it's
that allows you to do that,
unstoppable.
I believe, is the feat spring attack.
That is a
So,
crazy feature of the system.
Just for
I
like
think Dimensional Dervish
future,
would allow you to do that too, but
for like
Okay.
future
that's kind of
reference,
long
if you
time.
have multiple attacks, you can't move, attack, move, make your second attack against something else.
No.
Correct.
No, attacking, making a full attack like that is a
It's a full round action.
Yep.
Full round actions. You know, you can only do
Interesting.
those in one turn, and then if you have either a swift action or a free action, you can do those additionally.
All right, so Meredith's going to take her scimitar and run up to the armor, say something in Druidic, and then take a slash at it.
Unfortunately, a 17 is also a miss.
This is very
Jesus
unfortunate.
Christ.
But I do have some good news for you, as this last armor turns to face the other two armors and slashes at this one,
That's fun.
and it misses.
Love that.
Kastu! What do you want to do?
Which one just slashed at the other one?
The one to the lefternmost one. Yeah.
Interesting.
We should donate for important things like really good soups. You know what, chat? You should donate for whatever reason you see fit, but if soup is that reason, yeah, you should donate. You can donate. You guys can dictate who gets the hero point, all right? You want to give it to the mayor, give it to the mayor.
I'm not gonna go for a flank. I'm gonna go. Let's see, 1, 2. All right, 1, 2. I mean, I can go the other way. 4. Does that work?
Yep, that
Yeah.
works.
3.
works.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
That seems like it shouldn't be 10 feet, but okay.
No, so it counts as
diagonals are
5.
10,
Yeah,
yeah.
it counts as 5, and then the first move that's diagonal is counted as another 5, and the second one is counted as 10. And then
Okay.
it
That
flips
would be
between
like
the two.
that'd be 15 feet.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
15 feet.
it's 5,
Okay.
10. It's actually
Alright.
20. It's 20. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run in with my greatsword, and I'm going to make an attack against this guy. Can I ping areas and the guy that's been attacking? Sure. Is that do I flank with the eagle and him or not? Or they
You
need to
are
be
not
here?
flanking, but they are still considered flat-footed, I believe, because they are completely
Oh, right.
surrounded.
Okay.
So you won't get
I
the
imagine
+2
that's not a lot
bonus,
of
but
help,
it helps a little bit.
all right. Okay, that
Well,
okay. That doesn't matter because I rolled a 1.
no, that was
so-
not
But
you
you
rolling a
didn't.
1. You
Nope,
you
I
forgot to
didn't.
hit
I
the
did not.
slash.
Yep.
Yeah, I put one. I put one
Yeah.
d20 instead of.
/R.
Yeah, let's try that again.
Yeah.
Math equations are fun.
There we
You
go.
actually
I got a
hit!
21.
You
We
hit!
love it.
At long
Okay.
last.
My damage
Way to go!
is. So let's see. That's 2d6 plus my strength modifier, which is a 3. So that's going to be +4. Oh wait, sorry. I forgot. That's actually a 20 because I forgot power attack. So that's just a 20.
Does a 20
And
still hit?
Does a 20 hit?
Can you feel the love tonight?
It doesn't hit, bro. That'd be so funny.
It doesn't hit.
Dang. All right. Okay,
Oh.
that's fine. Unfortunate. All right. Well.
Arzoth, it's your turn, bud.
Okay,
If a
yeah, I'm gonna
15
attack
doesn't
this
hit,
fucker
I'm
in front
definitely
of
not
me.
going to be using
Okay.
power
I'm
attack
gonna-
against him.
I guess I'm gonna attack this guy since he is the one I'm flanking.
Would you like to spend your hero point?
Not
No.
yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Roll.
I would save my hero point to stabilize if I were down, hypothetically.
Hypothetically
Not
speaking.
that that's gonna happen.
Hypothetically speaking.
It's a
That
There we
26.
go. That's a 26.
Finally! Holy
okay.
crap!
Let me do
Decent
some
attack rolls.
damage, y'all.
One
D&D
of you-
campaign.
One of you
When I-
has actual.
When you need to roll a 16
Oh wow.
to hit.
Shit damage though.
One of you has an actual attack modifier. But you know what? The thing is, it's so damaged from Colt that it's fine.
Yeah.
What is your weapon again?
My Dorn Dagar, my metal
Okay.
fist on a chain.
You swing your metal fist on a chain directly into this thing's helm. And as the helm tink, 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 tinks to the ground, the rest of the armor, which is still attached, falls to pieces, disappearing into a thin mist. And as you look over to the helm, you notice that it too has faded into a thin mist and has disappeared.
Hell yeah.
One down.
Love it.
This armor, on the other hand, is gonna swing at you again, Arzoth. Because what the fuck,
Bastard.
bro?
Of course. That misses.
Thalia, you're up.
Can you do things diagonal
Okay.
to you?
Is
Yeah, you can
is
hit things
this
diagonal
a
to you.
valid square
Yes.
on which I can step?
Yes.
Okay. So what Thalia is going to do is she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
A little
Actually-
too far.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then she is going to I think I'm going to cast Virtue on Mr. Vico and give him a temporary hit point, and then that will be my turn.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. What is his name? There we go. Sorry, I had to start a very important poll in chat. Okay. Yeah, you touch, you said it was Vico?
That is an important pull.
You touch Vico's shoulder, and Vico, you feel yourself surging with this surprisingly warm and wholesome feeling. And it's coming from a negative place, but it feels really good. It's sort of like, you imagine that this is kind of like what those freaks who are into BDSM feel like. It's very conflicting. Like, you feel so confused about whether this is a positive interaction or not.
And what do I get out of this?
You get a hit point.
You get a temporary hit point.
Enjoy your
One.
hit point. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy.
It's like if it's essentially the equivalent of Thalia just swearing at you and then you feeling happy? It's weird.
You're going to suffer, but you're going to be happy about it.
All right. The bird is up.
So, could I if I make a full round attack from here, would I benefit from flanking?
You would have to move to this square to be considered
Yeah.
flanking.
Okay, but that could be a 5-foot step, and I could still make a full round attack, correct?
Yes, and also
there's
you
a-
wouldn't need to make a 5-foot step because you're not stepping into anybody else's threat range other than what you're already threatening. So you would not be in danger of getting attacked.
No, I'd be using it instead of my move action, so I can actually take the full round attack.
Oh, yes, that's fine.
Wait,
That is
I'm
acceptable.
surprised you gain benefit from a full round attack, but we'll see.
is this other set of armor that tried to hit its friend, is that considered an ally to us for the purposes of flanking?
As far as
Since it
you're
is
aware,
threatening
no.
The other night.
Okay.
It is not considered an ally. It's just not considered strictly an enemy.
So I rolled the 3 attacks that the eagle gets as his full round.
Okay, the last one hits.
Oh, right.
Sweet. Alright.
Well, you know, I mean,
Nice.
The eagle has no mod. That's
there's
crazy.
a
Beggars
s-
can't be choosers.
I mean, it's a dex.
there's
It's a dex mod. It's a dex mod.
Remembered.
It's a dex mod attack, and I don't think it adds the dexterity modifier to the roll.
there is a
Right.
slight dent in the armor now.
Sweet.
Ah, fuck. Hang on. I have to promote Chad again. They gained a level.
Get to it.
No, if Chat wants to do a late promotion, they could delay
Good
the
job.
promotion a bit.
Good job leveling up. Yeah, true.
Well, true. Yeah, not promote, but they did gain a level, so I need to add them to that. All right.
Oh, that.
Yeah, there's a very
What-
tiny beak-shaped
what
dent
stats-
in the armor.
What stats did they gain?
Why do you do this to me? Chat, you
Skill
gain.
defense and res.
Chat, you gain skill, defense, and res.
Let's go.
You motherfucker. Don't beat me to it. That's not nice. All right, Colt, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Actually, this time I'm not gonna use a paper cartridge because I think my allies have it. I'm gonna reload normally, but I'm also gonna move up a little bit while I'm reloading.
Do you think we have
So
it
you're
or
all
not?
gonna, if you guys do look back, you'll see Colt getting out everything, his powder horn, the damn ramrod, just everything, while he's walking towards the group fight.
Vico it is.
If you don't try, you
Flanking
can't
buddies.
You swinging again?
succeed.
Son of a miss.
Rip.
Meredith. It's a tough one to hit, admittedly.
Okay. If I move here, would I benefit from flanking with
Yes.
armors off?
Yes, you would.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna make my attack with scimitar.
That is still not quite.
Come on.
The fact that that's a miss is honestly insane to me.
Okay, it's
You
gotta
really
be
made the
20 or
session 1
21.
enemies, 21 ACs.
We're level 2.
And the other armor is going to swing at its buddy? Question mark again. And it misses.
Miss.
It needs
that
a
makes it my
flanking
turn,
partner.
right?
No, yeah, it does make it your turn, Costa. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. One D206. Very cool.
A 92 would hit. If you were curious.
I mean, yeah.
No way.
Apparently I'm still bad at this.
Bro, min-max the heck out of this guy.
Okay.
You guys can handle it. It's fine.
Fighter attack bonuses just be crazy sometimes, you know?
Yeah, absolutely wild. Okay. There we go. A 24. Okay.
That is
That's
good.
a hit. All right.
That is a hit.
Suspect at least. Okay, so we're gonna roll 2d6 plus. We didn't power attack this time. Should have done, but that's okay.
What are you
2d6
attacking
plus
with? What is the
4.
weapon?
It's a greatsword.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay, so that's 8 damage. So I deal 8 damage to the one I'm flanking, and then I'm going to cleave the other one.
Okay, go for it.
And I did not use power attack on the first one, so that's just a +6. And that's
a miss.
That's a 10.
Okay.
So I hit the one, and as I'm trying to swing through to the other one, I fumble it and don't connect.
All right, hairy face Thunder Taint, you're up.
Hell yeah. I am going to go ahead and use a swift action of lay on hands on myself.
Okay. You watch as Arzoth reaches an arm up to his neck, where his wound is around, roughly, and heals for 7 points of damage as the wound begins to slowly close up, though the blood remains.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack this guy in front of me.
Okay. Roll your Dorn Digger.
Now,
Dorn
poopy.
Digger.
Oh.
That is a miss. You guys doing all right?
No!
Most of us.
Try wishing really hard. You realize you're in a dream, right? Lucid dream. This one's gonna swing at you again, Arzoth.
Bring it
I'm
on,
gonna wish
nerd.
really hard that
23.
these things would just
Yeah,
disappear.
that hits.
Good news is
Thing I
that's
healed.
just out of threat range. You take 5 more points of damage, so you really healed for 2.
Well,
Thalia.
I have DR1, so
Fair enough.
Okay.
numbers are tweaked.
So
Imagine having DR. Sounds nice.
So at Loisk's insane suggestion, she's going to actually. She's imagining herself moving past these guards as if they were nothing, right? She's going to just move down, and I will make an acrobatics check here, because I'm trying to just move past their threatened range and just move along.
I'm going to give you an option here, because you said you were imagining yourself doing that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can do an acrobatics check, or you can make a will saving throw. I will not tell you the DC for either.
I will take the will save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll your will save.
Yep. Yeah. There we go.
Okay, you all watch as, at Loisk's suggestion, lucid dream, Thalia instantly, Vico, she was right beside you a second ago, but all you see is like an almost green, then blue, then red after image as she seems to jaunt cleanly through you, through Meredith, over to the other side.
Yeah, there you go.
And Thalia,
okay,
you
so
feel this. You experience this. You just
yeah.
phase through them.
A dream isn't much different from a shadow, after all. And she kind of just grins to herself. And was that my move action and my standard, or was that just my move?
That was just your move.
Okay, so as a standard action, she's going to pull out from her cloak a very tiny looking crossbow, and that will be that.
You pull out your mini pew pew. It's bird time.
The bourboning is commencing.
The bird has done all of the damage to this creature prior to Kostu slashing at it.
Finally hitting it.
There's a slight dent in it. Okay, we got another 1 hit in there.
Good.
4 points. Hell yeah, progress.
We're getting it.
The bird makes a slightly bigger dent in the back of the armor plate.
These guys are beefy, but we're getting through.
Holt is going to take another shot at the armor in the middle of everyone else.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I am within 30 feet, too, which is great for me.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Even if it wasn't a fucking touch attack, that would have hit. Christ.
Since I'm within 30 feet, I get +1 to my damage. Oh, it's
Woo!
All right. You blast. You guys hear another shot from the distance as Colt slams his he just slams this armor with another piece of metal slug, and it's looking pretty bent up at this point. There's a piece of the bottom leg guard that's just gone. The back of the armor has 2 giant beak dents in it, and the eagle has a very sore beak. And then Kostu has also just left a giant hole in the middle of the plate armor. Vico, that makes it your turn.
I look over at Thalia and whatever she just did, and I look back at the armor, and I'm going to take another swing, but before I do it, I just want to say, like, out loud, if only cutting you down was as easy as slicing through butter. And then I close my eyes and imagine real hard that this suit is made of butter, and then I attack.
All right.
I like that.
Roll the will save.
This,
That's
Hopefully you
fun.
don't fail.
watch this. 17.
That's a good roll. All right. You are going to be rolling against the
yeah.
touch AC this turn. Roll to hit.
Do I roll all the same
Bro.
things?
You roll all the
Yeah.
same things, yes.
4, 2, 9.
Unfortunately, that's still not quite good enough. So you realize that you, as you've concentrated so hard, you do feel your knife hand moving so much more cleanly, and you can almost picture it, but then there's something about it that just kind of throws your aim off, and you imagine it's the fact that you closed your fucking eyes. Which Thalia, interestingly, did not do. So you swing through, and you're like, oh my gosh, that felt like butter. And you open your eyes to find that that was probably because you swung through the air.
Being blinded will do that to you.
Meredith, it is your turn.
Having learned those valuable lessons, I am going to say in Druidic, may your armor be as supple and easily cut as grass, and swing my scimitar. While imagining that it is, in fact, going to be as easily cut as grass.
Roll the will save.
For a second, I thought you said glass, and I was very confused.
Oh.
That could be cut in a different sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna be... Yeah.
Yeah, definitely succeed the will save. You're definitely attacking against
Will
touch.
save.
And that hits.
Sick.
Yeah.
You watch as your scimitar cleanly slices through the middle section of this suit of armor, as if you were cutting blades of grass down. And you watch as the armor itself seems to fade away as it falls to pieces, leaving only thin green blades in its place that fly off into the ether.
It's the blade of grass from Terraria.
Now there's only one suit of armor left. It sheathes its sword. Kostu, it's your turn.
I'm going
Yeah, please.
to attempt to move. I'm going to keep my sword at the ready because I'm still suspicious, but I'm going to move past. I'm going to move over past it, and then I'm going to exit its reach. It shouldn't be
Okay.
threatening me anymore since it doesn't have a weapon.
It does not move.
And I will continue to walk towards Foxhill.
Okay. That makes it Arzoth's turn.
Well, I'm not gonna try and attack a man who just put his weapon away and never swung at any of us, so... I guess I'm just also gonna kind of squeak by over here and just kind of walk past.
Okay. Thalia.
Thalia, seeing that the threat appears to have been neutralized, she's going to take a double move. She's just gonna run down the path towards Foxhill, actually.
Okay. You all
Wait,
watch as Thalia begins
Why?
to climb the rest of the beanstalk up to Foxhill and then just
Yep.
blanks out of existence.
Well,
But
I
you
hope
know-
no ill fate befell her.
Bird.
The bird is going to just fly back onto my arm. You did well, Airy. Very well.
Colt, you're up.
Holt is going to walk towards the rest of the party as much as he really can while reloading. Can I make a sense motive check on this suit of armor?
You can certainly try.
It's gonna be pretty.
Not
I
a
don't
good thing when
know.
he says that.
I mean,
It's hard to sense the motive of an inanimate object. But I guess an adamant object, but
Was that a natural 20?
Yes.
yes.
Nat 20.
You sense no animosity coming from the inanimate object. Or in
Nothing
this
else?
case, vaguely animate object.
Okay.
comment on how odd it is that the other two attacked us, but not this one. And I call to Lois. I say, one of them didn't attack.
Well, not everything in Dream's going to be hostile and out to get you. It's entirely possible that, as this is built from his memories, that maybe you had a little guardian on your side here too, no?
Must be. I'm gonna
Never
approach
helped
where I'm gonna
forget.
approach where I saw Thalia disappear. I guess it's not my turn. Sorry.
So, Vico, you're up.
I think looking at that, he is just kind of instinctively. He sounds like he's musing to himself, but he's very clearly talking out loud to everyone. But it's talking as if no one else is there. He's like, I wonder if this is also some manifestation of inner dreams. There's a part that wanted to guard this, but also a part that wanted someone to break through and find out. And he's just gonna have absolutely wander towards the wherever she disappeared to and try to follow.
All right. You begin moving along, and Meredith, that makes it your turn.
I'm going to turn to the armor and just say out loud, thank you for allowing us to pass. And double move action. Yoink.
Meredith runs past you, Vico, and disappears. And with that, I believe I can end the turn counter here. You guys have all elected not to fight the armor, so move at your heart's content. There are now 4 of you still left here.
I look to Arzoth and I say, "Are we sure they haven't met some terrible fate at the end of the beanstalk?"
Well, to be fair, we have no idea, and honestly, we have no better way of getting out of here, so...
That's true. I'll start walking, but I am going to halt at the precipice.
Okay. You simply wait a tile away from where everyone disappeared.
Colt Irons is going to offer out his hand for a handshake to the armor.
Okay.
You know what? Roll a diplomacy check.
Ooh, interesting. I'm glad I.
Oh
saw that.
no!
Let's see how this goes.
This could go very well, or it could go very poorly.
Holy
Oh
shit!
my god.
Holy fuck!
Absolute god.
How did he do
Legend.
it?
The
1 in
armor
400.
reaches out its hand, grabs your hand in it, but in a certain sort of strange way for a handshake. It grabs it from below, as if you were going to start an arm wrestling match almost, and then it pulls you in to one of those hug handshakes.
Oh, what a bro.
I will accept it.
What now?
I'm gonna continue towards the end of the beanstalk.
Okay.
Wasted 2 nat 20s on that suit of
Cold
armor.
irons? You mean crit irons?
Crit irons for
I haven't
real
crit
though.
yet.
But
You can't crit skill checks most of the time.
As far as I'm concerned, that was a critical success.
Successes on skill checks are the funniest way to rule things.
Why?
Cold irons can't miss.
Critical failures.
All right, everybody's more or
Arzov
less
is-
moved up.
Arzov's gonna give an acknowledging nod to the suit of armor and join everybody down here.
Okay. You do
I
so.
I can't wait for Thalia to complain about how it took everybody so
Like a
long.
full minute, you're
For
just
real,
sitting there
though.
like you and Meredith just, well, where'd everybody go?
We died.
All right, are we all agreed that we're just gonna follow them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but after we give it like another 15 seconds or so, make them wait.
So since no one else has shown up, I say we just divvy up the loot from this job and just split it 2 ways. It'll be much easier.
All right, so is anybody else jumping? I didn't catch it. Did anybody say they were jumping, or is everybody just sitting here?
I'm waiting on Colt. He's gotta go in before I do, so I can keep an eye on his ass.
That's fair.
I
Everybody's
get it,
sort
I
of
get it.
slowly moved up.
I'm always waiting on you, Colt. You're always standing way back there.
Yeah, because I've been following you. I'm not gonna really push past these two, but I am gonna walk past them.
Okay. You
And I'm gonna-
walk past them over to the top of the beanstalk, and nothing happens at first, just long enough for you to look back questioningly at Arzov and then boink, disappear into the void.
Yeah, I'ma follow him in.
So
All
what
right.
I'm saying is we're just not
Bonk.
getting paid enough for this, darling.
Boink.
I mean, hey,
I still feel suspicious.
we are the only.
but
If we're the only
I
ones
walk
to
to the
who
end of the
end,
beanstalk.
Bonk.
I mean, hey, if we're the only ones who show up at the end, who get out of this, I see no reason not to.
All right,
but-
the others appear in front of you.
So if we were to hypothetically make them disappear in some fashion, that would work too. Oh, look. Hello, everybody.
No, that'd be totally unacceptable.
Twink, twink, twink. Everybody just drops in, and you find yourselves. Before you do drop in, I would say that you're going to experience something.
Ooh, that's fun.
You
Oh,
all
dear.
experience the same collective vision of Barkus Whitewood, the victim, a young man, arguing with what looks to be two, I guess the best way to put them would be farmhands. You can't tell what they're arguing about, but one of them slugs him, and immediately the other one comes to his defense and shoves the other farmhand. And then you find yourselves here, inside what looks to be some sort of artist studio, where you see Barkus painting something in the distance. This is where Thalia, you and Meredith were having your very long-winded discussion before everybody thunked into existence about a minute later.
Did he not notice us discussing this?
He doesn't seem to be paying any of you any mind.
I look at him. I assume he's only somewhat. Well, I guess he's there. I'm gonna go up and see if he reacts at all to my approach.
He sort of reacts to your approach. He looks at you and then continues painting.
Do I recognize where we are since I'm from Foxhill?
This isn't actually in Foxhill. You don't
Okay.
recognize
Yeah,
this.
that's what I was asking. Yeah. Okay.
I would like to make a
You're not-
perception check to see what I can see around here.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Just go. Hello?
Hello. Were you having mic troubles?
No. I'm saying that to him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
I'm seeing if he reacts.
He looks over to you, furrows his brow, and goes, "Hello," and then continues to paint. Meredith, you get a familiar feeling about this place, though you can't exactly place your hand on why at first. And then you realize, oh, you've been here before. This is Scorecrest. This is the city of Scorecrest. You can see the outside streets through the window, and with your keen memory, you can place some of the details. And this looks like one of the rooms in the Bard's College there.
Are these memories my own?
Are you asking that aloud?
Yes.
You aren't sure. It all kind of blends together.
Dream.
No, we know our friend is here. What was his name? Was it Barkis?
Barkus Whitewood. Oh no,
Barkis, are
wait,
you
sorry.
enjoying your-
Not Barkus, it's actually Claude. Claude the victim is the one who's here. Sorry. I
Very
mixed up the
different.
names.
Okay, Claude spelled like the Fire Emblem 4 character or the Three Houses character?
Three Houses character.
Okay.
Are you enjoying your little hobby, Claude?
Not particularly. It's been hard to find passion since that woman disappeared.
You seem awfully unconcerned.
What would I be concerned about? He looks at you quizzically. You about to pull another prank on me?
I'm sorry? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. It was you who pulled that alarm system before, no? Very, very clever. Bard's College and all that, so of course we had to pull 80 million pranks. Some of us just want to do our art. Do you understand me, Telios?
We are others. We have taken the memories of other people. We are appearing in his in his eyes as people he once knew, I imagine.
Oh,
What an odd thing to say.
I wonder how real it is. Claude, do you mind take for granted that we are insane people that will not make sense to you? Do you mind if we ask some questions so that we might be able to help you in some form?
Help me? With what? My art?
How do I put this gently?
Wait.
You are dead.
He looks right at you, has this incredibly deadpan look to him, rolls his eyes,
Yeah.
and then continues to draw.
Well, honestly, quite frankly, Claude, the nature of reality doesn't really matter. I think all that matters is that we focus on the task at hand. Do you ever get the feeling that the things that you're painting are actually more real than anything else around you?
You guys are so annoying. Why?
Was that what they
Why
taught you
did
in
the
platonics
Bard's
class?
College? Why did I have to pick the one college that had to have these physiological, psychological, and metaphysical discussions on our own being?
Colt Irons. Colt Irons is gonna strike a heroic pose with
Hell
his
yeah.
musket before believing that they are doing a drawing of him.
Roll a will
Yeah.
save.
Hell yeah. Get
Oh
it.
no.
I'm gonna fail this.
Sick.
You hear Claude go, "Oh, perfect. Thank you. That's exactly the inspiration I was needing." And you watch as he continues to paint away. For those of you who can see it from this angle, which I believe is Meredith and Costu, you watch as the painting seems to shift form before you from a bunch of random colors to a very heroic portrait of Colt Irons.
Oh my god.
It looks like one of those. If you've seen the Helldivers propaganda posters, you know those. That's what it looks like.
Yes. Beautiful.
For Super Earth.
Except instead of saying
Hold
"My
on,
life
hold
for
on.
Super Earth," it says "Colt Irons for President."
What do you mean? What do you mean propaganda?
My
Are you
life for
implying?
Foxville.
No, hold on. Are you implying Super Earth utilizes propaganda?
No. I merely
used
use the word
words on
propaganda
cute.
as a placeholder here.
I went to look at all these paintings that are here.
Okay.
This collection on the wall.
You see several unfinished portraits of what appears to be an attempt to draw the same woman. They're all portraits of a blonde woman in this sort of beautiful shawl in varying locations that just seem to never quite be finished. Some of them are missing hands. Some of them she doesn't have eyes. Some of them the paint is smeared. It's clear that he's trying to attain something that he can't quite put to paper.
Now Claude, you say your muse disappeared.
Yes, we've been over this a million times.
Please treat us like we are insane idiots who have no idea who you are or what you're talking about.
Frankly, I quite always treat you like an insane idiot who has no idea what I'm talking about.
Perfect. So, about your muse.
Huh?
I walk over. Is this the same woman that we saw in the vision? Those of us that saw the vision, which I think was like 2 or 3 of us.
Good
Yeah, I
question.
appear to be the
Yes,
same
it
woman.
is.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Okay. I said this is the woman that he supposedly loved.
Loved.
Is that
Love is such a meaningless emotion compared to this. This is desire, pure and fresh, to paint something beyond the scope of my mere understanding, to attain that which cannot be obtained otherwise.
I
man.
say, Thalia, do you think that maybe we can get the dream to show us his death? If
Let's
we do it
not.
together. You seem much more learned in these magics
Oh,
than I am.
I think that whatever we're doing is essentially guess. But really, I anything that we find, Claude himself would have to show us. And I don't feel that interrupting his project at this point in time is necessarily wise.
Claude, I don't think I ever asked this question, but what exactly did you find so inspiring about her?
What
She
did
seems
I
beautiful
find?
enough, but... Well,
This
perhaps I'm
woman.
just asking you to look through an artist's eyes.
How to put it? Perhaps it's because I can't entirely remember her. Though we have stayed in contact, of course. She said I might finally be able to see her again if I made it down to Foxhill. This woman who's been in my head for so long, we might finally be able to have an answer to this, and I'll finally be able to finish my thesis, these paintings.
Oh no.
So all those portraits of hers were done from memory?
Of course. I mean, how do you remember something from so many years ago, It's not
What?
so easy.
You suppose you have a point. How many years ago was this?
Oh, I think it was 10 now.
Long time
Only
ago.
only
Indeed.
10 years?
Only 10 years? I'm human. What do you mean only 10 years? Just because you
Oh,
half-elves tend to live a little bit longer than me doesn't mean that it doesn't
Excuse me.
matter.
Thalia's like almost spluttering, but she regains her composure. Claude, this woman, you as an artist should know, don't let yourself be strung along on this idea. You should focus on the present.
This is the present. To be able to draw that which I can't entirely know, to have what I have here from memory, to be able to finish any one of these by putting what is known, what is unknown. That is the essence of my art.
Oh no.
Honestly, Thalia, do you have no sense of romance?
Thalia kind of rubs her temples. Some things are best left unknown for a reason. To know them is to destroy them.
In fact, Claude, don't you think even, well, simply meeting her sounds almost too easy?
Well, of
Surely there was
course it
some
sounds too
other
easy.
great obstacle to overcome? Maybe a rival lover or someone who doesn't want you to be
How
together?
many times have I told you it's not about a lover's thing? I'm not even remotely romantically interested, but painting her, that's another story. Now,
Right,
if
but
she
then
has some sort
certainly
of lover,
someone
that's
would
no
oppose
issue.
this.
Costa goes over to the desk and he sees a rolled up scroll.
He certainly does.
He believes that this scroll, when he opens it, is going to show him a picture of the place where Claude died.
Roll me a will saving throw.
All right, time to enjoy my +0.
I believe.
I believe in me. Let's go.
The scroll
got a
disappears.
The scroll disappears.
And you watch as you do that. Arzoth, Meredith, Vico, who all is looking at Claude directly right now?
Yeah,
I
definitely
I am.
I am.
Everybody
looking
who
at his
is looking
legs.
right at Colt won't apply here. I don't feel like that's enough. But for those of you who are staring directly at him, you watch as, for a brief second, almost as if he's glitching out of reality on one of those old TVs, where you don't quite have a solid connection to one of the channels, but it's still almost there. He just sort of becomes that TV static for a second before jaunting
Is this
back.
while he's talking?
Yeah,
or
this
is
is
it not?
mid-conversation. So as you're like, well, nobody's going to try to... That doesn't make any sense.
So-
Oh.
I'm sorry, my head went a bit cloudy. Could you repeat yourself?
Sorry,
walk
what
over to
were we talking
Thalia.
about?
And I say, I'm not as good at this whole dream control thing as you.
Your plan of going to Foxhill.
Right. I was going to... sorry, my head's feeling a bit foggy. I can't...
All right.
Perhaps I should lie down for a moment.
Perhaps that's a good idea.
We'll continue your portrait later, he gestures to Colt.
As you wish.
Whew.
I want to take a look at it.
It looks immaculately done.
Oh, incredible. You truly have talent.
He made you
Does
handsomer than
anything-
you actually are, Colt.
Does anything happen as he lays down?
Yeah, he goes to sleep, closes his eyes.
But nothing
That's gonna
changes.
s-
Nothing changes except roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Everyone or just everyone or
Just
just
Arzoth, actually.
okay.
For once, I have to agree with you, Arzoth.
Yeah, he gave you a more defined chin line.
22.
Arzoth, you very faintly hear from behind this door the sound of a whirring, almost like a washing machine that's just started as the water begins to pour in.
I want to poke my head through this door.
As you poke your head through this door, you see what looks to be a single doorway that appears to have phased into that room, connected to absolutely nothing, which shows you Loisk on the other side.
Oh. I'm gonna kind of try and gather everyone's attention. Excuse me, everyone.
Yeah.
Seems to be a bit of a formation in here.
What now?
I'll go ahead and step in so everyone can see
Oh.
properly into the room.
Okay, yeah, everybody can see it.
Does the door appear to be magical in nature? What can I gather about it?
It's a doorway that is showing Loisk, and you can see him sort of, his hair is sort of slightly flowing on the other side. Light is moving around from the other side of it.
Oh my goodness. What a handsome man.
But it seems to be panning around almost, and then it goes from Loisk to, oh, he's holding Arazoth's hand. That's
Oh,
Arazoth.
how romantic.
Arazoth is unconscious. Oh, is that Meredith? Meredith's here too. Oh, and it's all of you just slowly panning around the room to all of your unconscious bodies.
Wait.
So I assume this is how we would leave if we wanted to.
Before, as everyone's walking over there, Colt wants to grab the drawing and fold it up.
You're gonna
Put it in
pocket
his
your
pocket.
painting?
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket the drawing.
You're gonna come out of the fucking dream and it's gonna be like a piece of sheet music or some shit.
Who knows?
I think this is a good experiment to conduct.
All right, Colt, you grab the easel off of the, or you grab the portrait off the easel.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to leave just yet. I go look at the paintings that he's been making of the woman that are here in the dream plane, and I see if there's anything strange about them. If they're are any themes to them that perhaps relate to something that or there's anything that reminds me of Foxhill in any way.
Roll a will save.
Oh, we'll see. All right.
Dude,
Because we know I'm so good at those.
I had it. Oh well.
All right. I got an 11.
The portraits, they don't really strike you to remind you of anything in particular.
I'm going to head up to one of the portraits and imagine that Claude did in fact complete his work and that he did create a wonderful and complete portrait of this unknown woman.
Roll your will save. As you try to imagine this, you find yourself with a growing headache, something that doesn't want to be touched, doesn't want to be seen, is clawing its way out of your mind. And as you feel this static running through you, jolting through you in pain, you quickly fall to your knees, grasping at your head. You take a point of damage from the mental strain of this, and then when you blink back to reality, you find, along with all the others, that the portraits have disappeared, leaving only a single canvas in their place, with hellfire brimming through its images.
Oh
That's what
dear.
happened last time, too.
Is it the same hellfire that was in that one vision of her?
Hard to say. It's hellfire. You don't know the specifics of hellfire.
We're
True.
not hellfire connoisseurs.
I'm not very well versed in Hellfire. I haven't been to hell.
Speaking. This may be a no, I'm not gonna do that.
Do it.
Anyone does any
Come
fucking
on.
shit.
You know you
Oh,
want to.
Can I take a look at the desk?
Can you take a look at the desk? Yeah.
I
Are
want to
you-
peer through this with the idea of if there are any other important letters or information that he had been given in advance to his journey to Foxhill, whether that may be because we're in kind of like a time bubble sort of thing,
Sure.
but because it's a dream, I figure maybe even if it's given like after now, but before he came here, it might still have like a piece of information, basic, just like a letter or a document or something of that nature. I'm just looking for anything that would have pulled him towards the town.
Roll a will save.
Shoot.
Almost 9.
You open the drawer to find it is empty.
I want to, at this point, I want to actually kind of wander out of this room.
Okay. Roll
And
me
I want to go.
a
Okay.
reflex saving throw.
Uh-oh.
This is fun.
That doesn't sound good.
I wonder if I'm not allowed to leave.
Paladins are known for their good reflex saves, of course.
But I wanted to.
Oh.
You
Are
instinctively move back from the door, nearly bumping into Colt as you do so. As the moment that you touch it, it flings itself open and hellfire bursts out, nearly licking your boots.
It's a good thing I got fire-resistant boots, Colt.
You're
I
gonna
was
need 'em.
who's to kick his
Did the-
hot ass.
Did the rest of us see that?
Yeah, you see it, and then the door closes again.
Well, I wanted to go see if I could find his bedroom, because I found a journal in his bedroom back in Fox. So I was hoping maybe he would have either that same journal or another one around somewhere.
I personally think it would be a good idea if you walked directly through the fire.
I mean,
instead,
personally, I believe I'm immune to flames.
Thalia is
You
going
want to test that theory?
A
she's
little
not
bit.
gonna.
My fire-resistant booties kind of do.
Hold up. Thalia's gonna like. She's not gonna open the door, but she's gonna like try and examine it for any kind of mechanism.
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
Like she's looking specifically to see if the door itself is trapped or anything.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Perception? Okay.
Who was it that identified or recognized the little like the moon skull symbol?
Hi.
Like the evil god.
Thalia.
Oh, we fiddlesticks.
Aw, doesn't look like you see anything. Darn.
I'm going to examine this thing that I'm over by. It looks like a piece of paper. I just want to know what's on it.
It doesn't actually say anything at all. It's just a blank piece of paper.
Wait. So there was that portrait of a woman, and then the portrait changed to be a portrait of Hellfire, and then we opened the door, and then there was Hellfire outside the door. So maybe, in order to go somewhere that's not going to roast us alive, we need to concentrate and change the nature of the portrait.
I welcome you to try. Both the times that I've tried
try
to
that.
change anything about this vision,
Arzoth.
it's disappeared instead of doing anything helpful.
Arzoth, I have an idea.
Yes.
You were there on Fox Hill the night that he was murdered, yes?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was, yes. I was injured, but yes.
Then you remember that. If that's one of your memories, then perhaps you concentrating on that, putting that on the portrait, could take us there in this dream. After all, he was there as well.
Worth a try.
I mean, it's, yeah, worth a shot.
One more thing. Before you do that, if you want to attempt to manipulate the dreamscape, I can attempt to bolster your mental fortitude, as it were.
I definitely am interested in trying to see if I can find his journal in his bedroom or something. So, I mean, I kind of want to try that as well. I think both of these are great ideas. I'd love to do them both.
Do we even know, tangentially related, do we even know where the Hellfire is coming from?
Hell, most likely.
Supposedly hell.
I'm gonna look.
Yes.
I'm gonna look
That
at the
would make sense.
painting. I'm gonna look at the painting, and would this be knowledge religion or knowledge planes to try and discern its origin, or would it be something else entirely, a secret third thing?
You can roll knowledge planes to discern what's going on with the fire or with the portrait.
Yeah. That's
I'm
the best
wondering-
shot we have here.
What I'm wondering is we've seen evil death god stuff, and now there's evil Hellfire stuff, and surely they must be connected in some way.
All right, Tree, I'm
I
gonna
love
DM you.
hell.
Okay.
Hell and
Surely.
But
all kinds of
no,
crazy devil things.
that doesn't make sense at all. Like, there shouldn't, if you've got worshippers of, they shouldn't be affiliated with. Oh, this is all entirely too vexing.
Can you speak out loud your ideas?
Yes, that's what the pendant we found, right? It was a symbol of a god of the apocalypse, but he doesn't reside in the hells. Why would there be all of this hellfire imagery associated with his visage? It just doesn't. It's the opposite of the kind of thing there should be. Everyone knows that if the world's going to end, it's going to end in a massive blanket of darkness, not any of this nonsense of fire. And
Hold on a moment. The fire was never associated with him, but it might have been. The fire was never associated with the god of the apocalypse god, but it might. But it definitely is associated with that woman. Perhaps it's just related to her and not that god of the apocalypse.
Very possible.
okay, I
Possibly wants
think
to look under the
It's even
rug.
stranger if it's unrelated.
I think it might be more of a situation where we're taking everything too literally. Where you've got to think of it as symbols. Fire isn't just fire. Sometimes fire is destruction and entropy.
Or passion.
It can also
well,
be purification.
yes. But the point is, in this case, we're attempting to exert our will over dreams. Yes. So if we attempt to bend something in a way that it won't bend, instead of flexing, it might just snap, and we might lose whatever it is we're trying to gain. In this case, memories, information, etc.
What do you suggest
So you're telling me not to try and go through the door of hell flames again?
I'm saying that I'm saying to be careful what you wish for in this place. But yes, stepping through the door into fire might be bad. She seems very exasperated
It
by
might
this.
be bad.
Just ever so slightly.
Possibly.
Oh man.
TM, can I wish for like a muffin?
Yeah, try it. Roll a will save.
Oh my god. You're gonna risk the integrity of the dreamscape for a goddamned muffin?
You get a muffin.
Hell yeah, bro.
It just appears
hate
it appears on the desk.
It's a good thing Thalia doesn't know what you're about. What, did you just conjure a... Why?
Love
I
it.
got the munchies. And then he just takes a bite.
We don't
It's
have
pretty
to
good.
worry about eating here.
It's a pretty alright muffin. It feels
Thalia,
insubstantial,
I
but it
just
tastes good.
wanted it.
Thalia,
Have to
Meredith
look
is
under
going
the
to speak to you in Elvish, because you seem to be the only one who's actually thinking about this right now. I had an idea. Those flames. You said flames could be a symbol of destruction, yes, but also of passion. Perhaps that passion he was speaking of when he was trying to draw this person.
Yes, of course. Oh, yes, the romance of passion, the
Much
creative
romance.
fire. But
All I'm saying here is that perhaps if we imagine ourselves with that same passion, perhaps it could take us closer to our destination.
she looks at you and then just honestly she makes like a disgusted face. Do we have to?
If you don't have to, I can do it instead.
Yes, but if we were to do it as like a collective effort, we need to like... Oh, I hate this. I hate
What are you
this
two
so
going on
much.
I'm gonna go speak in common. She's just mad that she has feelings.
Costa's going to look under the rug.
Sure. Under the rug, you find a single piece of parchment.
Oh. I'm going to pull it out. I'm not going to exert any will on it. I'm simply going to look at what it is.
Okay, I'm going to direct message you.
What? Thalia's going to switch back to comment, very exasperated. What I'm saying is that dreams are wonderful and dreams are powerful, but maybe we don't need to be dreaming here and we just need to be looking sensibly. And she's completely oblivious to the fact that as she's ranting about this, that Costu is doing just that.
Costume nods very sagely.
I mean, I think looking for his journal is relevant.
You know what? Go open that door and see how much that helps you looking for his journal.
Moody's will.
Wait a second. Before you open it, try to imagine it as leading into the place where his journal is contained.
No more imagining things. Imagining things is why that turned into that.
Perhaps
That is
best
not
to simply
something we know.
investigate. I say as I pull the paper out and begin to read it.
Okay.
I don't think that the dream likes us exerting our will on it very much.
Well, would you like to have your will altered by an outside force? It's not pleasant. I don't recommend being compelled to do anything.
You speak as if the natural world has feelings.
This is hardly anything natural.
Speaking of which, I don't like being compelled to stay in a cell all day. Can we get that fixed, Arzov?
I mean, you're not anymore, are you, Colt?
No, but I'm not in the real world either. I'm in someone's dream.
Well, we all are. Welcome to the club.
I don't know what I found, but evidently it's very important.
What on
Because
earth was
I've
that?
had a
That was
long,
Lois
long
asking us
history.
if we wanted to come back.
Ho-
Didn't recognize his voice? How dare you?
All right. Well, I guess if Lois is thinking that we need to go back, then perhaps
It's just a suggestion, but it's up to you ultimately.
Particularly well. You're still understandable, but
he sounds like his sanity might be slipping. Perhaps it would be best for us to leave.
Never had any to
No,
begin
I'm
with.
fine.
Who knows how long the Magic Man can keep us safe here?
Costu,
Long
what
as you want.
exactly did you discover here?
Did you send me that message? I still
I
don't
did.
see anything.
Oh, I sent it to you over Discord.
Oh, it's on Discord. Oh, no wonder I
Discord.
didn't see it. Hold up.
Piss?
Piss.
Piss. Are we piss gaming right now?
Piss
Oh,
gaming,
no.
yeah.
Hey, chat, drop a like on the stream if you want to see Gale piss.
Wait,
Drop a
on
you
like,
camera.
guys.
cheeky piss boy.
Hang on, I need to take a
No.
second
Piss
to
boy.
highlight DCB's message in chat because this is powerful stuff, right? Dreams are wonderful. Dreams are powerful. Dreams would never cheat during a Minecraft speedrun.
Facts, though. Preach, friend, preach.
Okay, so I
Who's the
looked at the
constable
group and I
player?
say I found a letter that says, "If you wish to find me, I'll be in Fox Hill at," and then it appears as if the details of it have been lost, perhaps due to his memory being incomplete.
Oh,
You can complete your art if you so wish at that time. In exchange, I ask that you something for this town, and specifically something Jonathan Fairfax.
oh.
The last blank is very, very long. Perhaps a set of instructions or something. Arazat, do you know a Jonathan Fairfax?
I do. He's one of the farmers in our town.
Jonathan Fairfax. We saw a farmhand strike Claude, and we know that he was asked to do something for Jonathan Fairfax with relation to this woman whose name we still don't know, but this seems as good a clue as any. Perhaps we need to talk to Jonathan Fairfax.
I'd say that's a pretty good lead.
By the way, DM, how far away is Scorecrest?
Scorecrest is, I think a week away
Oof.
from Fox Hill, roughly.
That's riding or walking?
That's walking.
Okay.
I think our next lead is to go talk to Jonathan Fairfax. I'm going to return to
We can
hopefully my
do
own
that
body.
in the real world. We don't
Yes,
need to
let's do
dream
that.
back.
I'll put it this way: Geed is what, 2 or 3 days from Fox Hill, right? Roughly.
Gotcha.
So-
So it's about twice. It's about 2.5 times as far
Roughly.
from.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But there is a way to make it shorter. That's how long it takes if you're following the roads.
Oh, we have a map.
You have a map. Map surrounding
Always had a
Fox Hill.
map.
I'm going to pass through the door and return to
Okay, yeah,
the
you
material plane.
Costu, you peep back into reality and suddenly wake up. And as soon as that happens,
do that as
the
well.
rest of you notice that this place starts
At
begin
last.
rapidly shaking.
Thalia doesn't need any.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
Let's go, everybody out.
All right. Everybody shunts back into reality.
Smash back to reality.
Oh, you're all back.
Oh. Yes, thank
Yes. Lois, thank you for your help in there.
Of
We found
course.
what I hope is a promising lead.
Did you get me
Arzov,
any cake?
where we did not.
Damn it.
If
Damn
you
it.
want,
Yeah,
we can return some other time.
Okay. I mean, it's a bit hard to
If I
bring
s-
it back, though. It's very insubstantial.
Hey,
If I still had a bite of my muffin left, do I still have a bite of muffin?
You don't have a muffin.
hey DM,
Hmm.
I stole my drawing.
As you
yeah.
attempt to pull
Port-
the drawing out, the portrait from your pack, you realize that you are, in fact, not holding any material possession at all.
Not
Well-
even sheet music.
Well, at least we have a lead now.
It's something.
I suggest we follow it immediately, lest it be forgotten.
Jonathan Fairfax, was it?
Yes, that's the
Jonathan
name.
Fairfax? What could he have to do with anything?
Well, that's what
I
we're
don't
going to find
know.
out.
Find out.
He is, at this point in time, I do believe, our prime suspect. And Thalia kind of walks out the door.
And with that,
I don't know if we can consider that.
I think that's a great spot to end tonight's session on, don't y'all?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Wait, DM. What
DM is
time
waiting.
is it in game?
Like,
Since we just woke up.
well, when you went to bed, it was like noon, right?
No, it was 13:33 exactly.
Oh, it was it was 1:33. It is currently
Yeah, melting
1:38.
time.
Aw.
I'm going to tell the rest of the. I'm going to say, hey, everyone, if you guys want to get a sense of time, we're only out for 5 minutes there.
Huh.
A nod.
Sure
Just a
feels
little
longer
nap.
than 5, but
Okay. Okie dokie.
And with
Temporal
that,
stuff
Oh.
doesn't seem too drastically different.
Is
It's not
Loisk
like we
still
were in there
holding my
for
hand?
100 years.
Loisk has stopped holding your hand. You fucking weirdo.
Alrighty.
Hey, DM.
Mm-hmm.
How often do we have to make con saves to hold in our piss?
Jesus
Right now,
Christ.
do it. Con save. Let's go.
No, they're. I do. We're
Chat,
done
clip
here.
it. Clip it, chat.
No.
I see. I assume you can relieve yourself as needed if you can find a suitable place. If we were going to be asleep for days and days and days, then that might be a concern. But
Clip it so we can hold that over Zombie's head for the rest of all time.
Oh no, I'm
Let's
perfectly fine with that.
not
I need
say we did.
I need to know where my character goes to pee.
Aw, DCB's hitting me with the stream's about to end, but chat, drop a like if you'd hold Loisk's hand.
Aw.
That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
I
Yeah,
hold Loisk's
drop a like for Gail's bed showing us.
Shut the
some,
fuck up.
Some of itself.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the
Well
fuck
done.
up. Don't
Thank
talk
you.
about my
Don't be
unmade
weird.
bed, alright? Stop.
Don't be a
Put a sheet
weirdo.
on it for part of it. Fair
I
bed.
don't want to put a sheet on. I'm
Chat, this has nothing to do with
so
Gil's
many more
bed
things I can
or
do with my
any
time.
piss or anything. I just want everyone to know that when I entered this call, everyone was talking about Gil's ass, and I have no context for what the conversation was. But I just want everyone to know we were all talking about Gil's ass.
I was not talking about that.
I was
I
not here
was.
for this.
I was likewise not talking about that.
Chat, everyone likes my ass. You heard it here first.
Oh, I
don't
called
know.
it flat. Honestly, I insulted it.
Yeah, and then you immediately backpedaled because you were like, no, that one's false.
Yeah, you right. You got a fat ass. I can't lie.
For those of you who are paying it, we're not watching stream just now, aka all of you in this call who shouldn't be looking at stream. I just did some finger guns.
Well,
I'd like
Okay.
to
the
be in
gesture is
chat.
appreciated.
I think that this is where we're gonna call it. I like your Asmo scale. Thanks, 60. I appreciate that. I
Chat,
think
drop a like if you want us to go into an hour-long discussion about Gil's ass.
Alright, we're gonna
Please
end the
do not do
stream
that.
here.
Oh yeah,
It's
lights.
been a
Good night,
pleasure.
everybody.
Good
I've already
night. I'll
liked it.
see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water. Eat plenty of food. Check in on your friends. We'll see you next time. Oh, what a delight. What a